Morning, guys. Hope all is well. I'm just going to do a quick video about what I'm looking for next week. So, dollar, obviously, we've just been crazy bullish. I do want to see if we can hit the supply around 132.50. Nice major call point for us to be trading into. Let's drop it down. So, as you can see, we're just causing basic high and high low structures. I do want to see if price wants to come in and dig and just have one more little run and then actually continue with this bullish movement. If we do fail that and we do break, then I do want to be looking for this to actually then continue with that bullish momentum. Personally, for me, even if this low does break, I know we have had a break structure here. If we do actually break, I am still going to be convinced for the longs. Yes, we could maybe have some pullbacks for then shorts. But overall objective, we are just super bearish. We are just super bullish. So I would want to see some continuations. We drop it down. If we drop it down, you can see here we have this resting high. We do have some liquidity resting in the form of highs just in here. So I do want to see if that's actually going to get continued. What we could see is if we take all this away, 15-minute, we do all this on a 30-minute. Yeah, on a 30-minute, we do have this little guy here, which is lining up with said XXX USD pairs across the board. So even potential intraday move, breaker structure, looking for the zone that caused that. This is here. You can see we had that raid. So we could see that pullback to then drop down a bit here to then actually run. Or we could just pump a little bit lower. That is what I do want to see, more so for intraday side of things. But overall high time frame objective is going to be looking for that 132.50. Okay, so gold is potentially quite nice. We have broken our structure quite a while ago, and you can see we are and have been trading in between this into this demand, which is what I've been waiting for quite a while. The price literally just came all the way to this low, but we didn't actually just take it out. What we are seeing now, though, is obviously breaker structure. We have our EMAs crossing just at the top. I do want to see if we can start getting some sort of pullbacks. So, the module for going into next week, we have this zone up here, which I would like to see get tested. Are we actually going to do that today? Well, not today, sorry. Today's Sunday. Are we going to go see that going into next week? Well, potentially, yeah. We had kind of just accumulated at the moment, and we weren't really doing too much. So you can see we ran that low. This is our final spring move. We came up, we broke structures. Now we're just looking for a pullback and then a continuation into at least somewhere within here. So potentially for me, nice psych level 850 flat is going to be the main overall target here. So let's break this down. What do we have? So again, like I was saying, you can see all of our raids, and we do have this nice 15-minute move here that did in fact come in and start filling this imbalance. We closed more than half of it. So again, I want to see a pullback to then continue long. What is giving me a little bit more of a nicer conviction is on the 30-minute time frame. On the 30-minute time frame, you can see we tested this 30-minute candle. But if I take this high and I take this low of the candle, I measure out 50%. 50% is exactly where that 15-minute move is. And I'm taking this move because this was at 2:30. This is New York Open. You can see we had 1:30, which is the manipulation. Going into 2, we pushed up, we mitigated back down. Going into 2:30, and then we continued to 2:30, obviously being New York Open. So I do want to see if price is going to give me any sort of pullbacks back down into this region before actually pushing higher. If we can keep this liquidity intact, that's going to be great. And for us just to continue with this higher move, this is potentially a 1 to 6 I'm looking for. Silver, again, super similar setup. Only thing which is giving me a bit more conviction for downside movements is we never actually took out this Asian low, and that is something that I would have wanted to have seen. We did almost, well, we basically did create equal lows. So that's going to hopefully be an area for us where we can be targeting. Again, same module as on gold, breaking structures, massive structures. So I do want to see if price is going to come up anywhere in between here. We had a lot of news this day, so I think there's a lot that could be mitigated for. Going in on the lower time frames, that 4-hour imbalance, and just highlight that off. Cool. So again, same as gold, we've started to accumulate, and we've now broken structures higher. So we drop it down again. Okay, so you can see we are coming into this zone. We had all of our Asian, we had our Asian range here. Low got run. You can see 130. Let's go to 130. 130, you can see here, this is NFP. We had our low. We actually had our small demand that was creating here. Asian range, we pumped going into London. We manipulated, we mitigated off of this 30-minute open, we pumped, and then we actually continued. I did actually get some sells in on here. I think it was around here, and I did get a small long, only up into these, but there was some quite nice RR on those. So a 15-minute, we've came down, we've mitigated out of our NFP, closing imbalance, which is here. And now I'm just looking for a move. That was the sponsorship of all of this, and really the sponsorship of this breaker structure, because this didn't technically break, then we broke. So we have this hourly, which is this big down move. What I am kind of looking for, there's a bit more refinement. I am looking for this 15-minute move, and we can refine that again once more, just into this 5-minute move in here. But again, you can see this dotted line at the top. This blue line is our 1 hour. Oh no, it's not. What is this? This is our 4-hour open. Okay, amazing. That's fine. What we can also do is we can take 50% of this. And you can see it's kind of in and around where I'm looking for. So potential 2 entries on silver. Do want to look to see if I can take this massively longer up. Well, not massively longer, at least into 22. 22 flat is going to be the major home number that I want to see price at least be breaking above. Where are we? 20 flat, 22 flat, sorry. 22 flat, amazing. And again, I do want to see if we can push and dig anywhere within here. Well, actually, to be fair, the buy module, oh my God, I'm going to show you something now. Let's go 23 flat. Kind of looking close to 50% of this. Yeah, cool. So 23, so 22 flat first target, going on again to potentially then 23 flat for price to come back up into. I do want to see shorts from here because I want to see all of this get taken out. But we will wait to see if we can get all of this beforehand. But really and truly now, I am just waiting for the buys and the continuation. So first trade looking to be a 1 to 4, second one around a 1 to 8. AUD had a really nice buy in on this last Friday or Friday NFP. He's on a 5-minute. So we were breaking above. We had all of this Asian range, and we have all of this London liquidity as well. We pretty much died in the New York. And I was like, okay, cool. I want to see if price is going to come back up and at least run some of these highs. So price broke above. We came in back down into our 5-minute, which is amazing. That's our mitigation. And you can see once we came down into that zone, we had break of structure, just looking for the zone that caused that. I didn't actually place this order, I just actually placed this trade manually. So entries off of first zone, and I do believe I got another entry just in on here. So I had about 2 of them running, and first targets were just into this Asian high. So now we've actually broken above out of this Asian high. We've swept a lot of liquidity in the form of lows. I do now want to see if we could dig just a little bit deeper. And again, this is the same kind of module I'm looking for on silver, where we've got that 30-minute move in here. AU, again, you can see we have this 30-minute move in here. So I am just basically looking for simple pullbacks, continuations to then maybe die off. That is what I'm looking for, but I definitely do think there could be a potential for some nice RR in and around here. The first one is going to be around 1 to 3. Maybe if we pushed the final fib extension, could see around maybe a 100 pip move, so 5R. Let's pull out our psych level. Psych level for me is going to be 6 or 500. Or 500. So that is going to be my kind of first target zone. So what's that, around a 1 to 4 and a bit. So AU looking quite nice. I do understand that we could dig a bit deeper into here. Again, we could massively dig deeper into here. There'd be no reason why we couldn't. So we could even maybe swing another position. But let's see. AU, that's AU. GA, I do want to see if we could come down a little bit. We ran this, well, before that Asian session, we broke structures. We came all the way back up. We didn't break, we just manipulated. We do have a small 15-minute zone here. I do want to see if price can come back up and then start heading back down into potentially these areas, going into on the 4-hour. You can see we have our low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, come up, break a structure. We have supply in here that got broken. This is now the new demand. So I want to see if price can hit, continue, and maybe just continuate with the bullish movement that it's having. I am not gonna bank on that too much, or I'm not going to be looking for that entry too much, just in case we don't. But we very much well could see that nice little 15-minute move and a play back down into these areas. Euro GBP, I got in on an entry here for this guy. Amazing. entries caught, price coming down, and then mitigated and testing into this guy. So I had another entry off this 15-minute, and I was just looking to short position. First entry, second entry. That was the sell module for Euro Pound. Is still looking quite nice. I am actually closed out of these now. I do expect just this low to get run. But so far I'm not looking at anything too much. We could see a bit of a deep sell, and if we do, that's fine. We'll just be having to look for the pullbacks, and then we can look into getting some short positions. But for the time being, it is moving quite slow, and it has been for the past 11 days. So let's see what next week holds. Euro NZD, I am potentially looking for a slight long. We have came in. We look at this. This is our high, higher low, higher high breaker structure, looking for a pullback to then continue with the bullish momentum. If we go, you can see we have actually retraced back into our fib levels. So we could have a strong push to the upside, and I do want to see if we can maybe come into this 4-hourly zone. We did invalidate some supply in here, so I do want to see if we can get pullback, at least run up into this high. We also have targets where in this Asian high, because I was looking for a trade off here or off of this whole area, and we just came close, but we didn't. And there was no run of liquidity within here. We just pretty much died off. So I want to see if we can maybe have something like this, even if it's just potentially into here, and then we continue lower. I would not be surprised though if in Euro NZD did just continue. We are bearish at this current point, lower time frame. We are bearish, so I wouldn't be surprised if something did happen like that. But again, I am going to be looking for my buys. I do have opposite on AUD, so one of them I'm sure will play out. If not, that's fine. But definitely that's what I'm looking for the week. Bitcoin, nothing really too much. Yeah, no, honestly, nothing. So gold, looking for longs. Silver, looking for longs. AU, looking for longs. GA, looking for shorts, maybe. Euro pound, I'm gonna sit on it. Let's wait for next week. And again, Euro NZD, I do have a position ordered here and here. But again, if we don't make it, that's fine. So if you guys got any questions, please let me know. Feel free to fire away and I will help everyone as much as I can. All right, guys.